Elimination Chamber is this Sunday. We have a lot of matches to go through, so let's get to it. First off, wasn't even sure why this one was made, but why not? Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. This match was supposed to happen originally when Braun was not injured, and we saw the result of that. But now both men are 100%, and this should actually be a match. Nonetheless, it's Braun we're talking about, so if Braun doesn't win, why are we having him in WWE? He's a monster. He should be treated as a monster. Not saying he can't win all the time. I'm just saying you have a man that's way over 7 feet or close enough to 7 feet. Use him like a giant. Use him like a monster. He has the agility that like a cruiserweight. Use this guy as a fucking world champion. It just makes perfect sense to me, but whatever. Next up, Ronda Rousey defends against Ruby Riott for the Raw Women's Championship. Now, this has implications of WrestleMania if Ruby does win. However, Charlotte said she will be at ringside, or at least bought a ticket for this match, even though pay-per-views are dual-branded, and she could easily be ringside for this match without buying a ticket. But that's what they want to do. So, I will say that Charlotte gets involved and Riott becomes the new champion, because we cannot afford someone that wants to go out and have children be a champion, a constant champion, defending champion like Ronda has been over the years in the UFC. It makes no sense of an athlete of her caliber to wait till WrestleMania to have children. If she wants to do that, that is her prerogative. But it should be different. Next up, a unique championship situation as Bobby Lashley defends the Intercontinental Championship in a handicap match, where it will be himself and Lio Rush against Finn Balor, meaning if Lio Rush somehow taps out or is pinned, Bobby loses the title without getting involved, which is probably what will happen here. However, what happens if Lio wins? We have not talked about that. Does Lio become the new champion? We don't know. They haven't specified that. So I am going to go with the wildest decision out there and say that Lio Rush becomes the new Intercontinental Champion due to shenanigans. Next up, the Women's Chamber. And we're only bringing this up because of certain circumstances this week. The team of Bayley and Sasha Banks is also there. And the team of Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville will start out the chamber. Meaning they will be not in pods, as if you've seen the Women's Chamber before, the other teams will be in their respective pods and be released in proper intervals. We do not know the order of these intervals, but we do know that starting the chamber over the years is not a good thing. Does not mean you can't win the match, as it's happened before. But it means that Bayley has worse odds than ever. I say Bayley because Bayley has been the entire team the past couple weeks. Sasha has been injured. Sasha's been taken to the back. And Bayley has basically been the team over the past few weeks. I will say that out of all these teams, I still pick the Iconics. But the emotional favorite clearly is Bayley to become the tag team champions on her own. But I will say, if they don't win, Bayley will win on her own, and Bayley will become the tag team champions, and then we'll have a split of the team, and then we'll have the eternal feud once again. And finally, the WWE Championship, the Hemp title, as Captain Planet himself, Daniel Bryan, defends against Kofi Kingston, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe. Kofi was replacing Mustafa Ali because Ali is injured and not medically cleared to compete in the chamber. Kofi had an incredible match where he lasted over 60 minutes in the gauntlet match, proving he could go all the way in this match. Of course, with SmackDown not having an overrun, it led to the most bullshit of finishes I've seen in a long time. AJ beats Kofi. Orton comes into the RKO, instantly pins AJ, and SmackDown is over. That is literally what happened. As Orton is the final man to enter the chamber, he will be in his pod the longest, which is over the years has been a great advantage. You don't always win at this position, but it has happened before. However, I am going to go with Kofi Kingston because the guy deserves it. He has been here 11 years, should have been a world champion many years ago. Could be the first true African-American world champion. When I say that, people discredit The Rock because of his Samoan heritage. They want a true African-American champion, and being from Ghana, West Africa, is as African as you can get. So, if this doesn't happen, I wouldn't be surprised that it doesn't happen. But Kofi deserves the win. It is Kofi fucking Kingston, a man that has been the top performer in his age group for the past 11 years. He is clearly the emotional favorite in this match. But if he does not win, I have to look at the other people here. Because AJ and Joe cross each other out. Orton and Hardy would cross each other out, meaning Captain Planet would become the Hump Champion, or the Hemp Champion. He could be the Hump Champion as well, I don't care. Since the belt is made of pure hemp, he is literally Captain Planet, and Captain Planet will retain in that situation. And with that being said, the Elimination Chamber is this Sunday. We do not know any kickoff matches as of yet. If we do in the next few days, we will let you know.